Doctor Who, The Unicorn and the Wasp, the 7th episode of Series 4, is written by Gareth Roberts and it's starring David Tennant and Catherine Tate. So after Russell T Davies reviewed the script for the Shakespeare Code, Gareth received an email from the production team which said Agatha Christie, murder mystery with Agatha Christie idea originally came from the producer Phil Collinson. Gareth has been a fan of Agatha's work and based the episode on Crooked House, focusing on aristocratic society and evil under the sun movie that came out in 1982. That's based on the book. And Gareth wanted to make this episode into a comedy, so the episode begins with the Doctor and Donna arrived in the grounds at 1926, as the Doctor can tell because he can smell grass, lemonade and a bit of mint, which is what Donna was wondering, or the vintage car. So Professor Peach say hi to everybody, then goes to the library to do some research. Someone walked in and he's like, "What are you doing? That's impossible," and changed into Giant Wasp and swings a pipe at Professor Peach's head. Meanwhile, the Doctor impatiently bangs on the TARDIS door that they're going to be late for cocktail, as Donna's taking quite some time to change, so she came out wearing a dress. So they invited themselves to the party, having a drink and meeting Lady Edison. I think Felicity Kendall is great. The Doctor and Donna gets to meet Agatha Christie, which is a great moment. I think Fenella Wilgar is really good. The casting is suggested by David Tennant, who works with her in Bright Young Things movie and You Knew You Was Right series.
Agatha Christie.
What about her?
That's me. No.
Worth mentioning, the non-speaking footman in the background is Sandy MacDonald, the father of David Tennant, which is so cool. He was happy that he didn't have to learn any lines. Meanwhile, Mrs. Chandrakala finds a corpse in the office, so she ran and shouted murder, so the Doctor and Donna investigated, followed by everyone else. They noticed a broken watch and it was 4:15 when he got murdered. So he tells everyone that he's the police and Donna is a plucky young girl who helps out, which Donna isn't happy with. So he tells everyone to wait in the sitting room. The Doctor finds a morphic residue and found out it's an alien. I love how Donna points out the gag with Charles Dickens meeting ghosts on Christmas and thinking Enid Blyton having tea with Noddy, and the Doctor's like, "There's no Noddy." So he asks everyone what they've been doing 4:15. Arnold Golightly was unpacking in his room. Roger is walking in the field who claims to be alone but he met another guy. Rabina was at the toilet and kept a tiny revolver in her handbag. Colonel Hugh was reading Love the Can-Can Dancers. At least the Doctor snapped him out of it. Lady Edison claiming to sit around and having tea. Later, the Doctor talks about his fondness for the character of Poirot, which then causes him to remember being Belgium once to rescue Charles Magny from an insane computer. And we got to love the Doctor's face after when Agatha tells him he's a crafty man. So the Doctor looks at ripped paper that Agatha is carrying which said Aiden, and then realised it said Maiden. It's funny when the Doctor shouted Maiden and made Agatha jumped. So meanwhile, Donna went inside a bedroom after Lady Edison has locked it for 40 years using magnifying glass, and she hears a buzzing sound and said bees are still there in 1920s. So when she opened the curtains, it reveals a giant wasp called Vespiform. The scene where it broke in and chasing Donna around in the bedroom is intense. First watching it, I'm like, how is she going to get out of this? But yeah, she closed the door and the sting jabbed through the door. We have a funny moment when Agatha is like, it's only a silly little insect, but Donna is like,
When I say giant, I don't mean big, I mean flippin' enormous!
How can you not like Donna? She's great. After the Doctor opens the door, the wasp buzzed off and collects some sample where I thought it was honey. Vespiform were an ancient and wise insectoid species, physically described as giant wasps. They had hives in the Salthrax galaxy. They were a henge species of the Quarks before they turned on them. I think Vespiforms are pretty cool. The Doctor reveals that Vespiform can regrow its sting. Miss Chandrakala finds out what Professor Peach had discovered in the library just before he was murdered, so she ran outside but something knocked stone gargoyle on her and she was found dead with her last words, "Poor child." So while they chased after Vespiform, it hid somewhere in the hallway. It's funny when the Doctor shouted, "Show yourself," as all suspects appears looking confused. So after Agatha sits in the garden, Donna sits with her to give her back her confidence. Agatha's husband was with another woman, and Donna mentioned her one is with a giant spider, Empress of the Arachnos. So after everyone got given a wine, the Doctor drinks it and turns out to be poisonous, so he rushes to the kitchen and asks for a ginger beer. We get a funny bit where he's like, "How is Harvey Wallbanger one word?" So Donna eventually kissed him and the poison is cured. So after that, during dinner, we have a scary thunder and windows open and lights turned off and the Vesper form. Just after it's gone, we see Necklace taking from Lady Edison and Roger got stabbed in the back with his face down to the soup. Not gonna lie, that scene is bloody scary. So further investigation where the Doctor points out to everyone, Lady Edison is alone on night in Delhi. When she was a child, she saw a purple shooting star land nearby and met Christopher, with whom she quickly fell in love with and had an affair, and he's a Vesper form. Colonel Hugh revealed he can walk, as he's pretended that he couldn't walk because he was worried that his wife, Lady Edison, would leave him for another bloke. We also find out that Robina is a thief. She stole Firestone and the jewels, but she hasn't killed anyone. But it turns out it's Arnold Golightly. He mentions that he works as a vicar in the church and the thieves stole the items, so he got angry, turned into giant wasp and killed them.
My child!
What's to stop me killing you all?
We get a scene where Vesper form chasing Agatha in a car at night and the Doctor and Donna followed them. It's an intense scene. So they stop at the Silent Pool Lake. Donna grabs the necklace and throws it in the water, so the Vesper form dived in and drowned. And because Agatha's connection with the necklace, she fell unconscious and suffers from an amnesia. So the Doctor drops her back to the Harrogate Hotel. In the TARDIS, the Doctor looks at the chest he kept. C is for Carrionite, C is for Cybermen, and found the copy of Death in the Clouds, in which Wasps play a vital part, stating that Christie did remember after all. There's a deleted scene where the Doctor and Donna visits old Agatha Christie in 1976, letting her know about the legacy her books have. So, that's Unicorn and the Wasp. It's an interesting episode. What do you guys think of this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.